For this, let's switch back to the backend, back to our product, and here we have the tab Price Tier Order Options. This is the place where you can set up a price tier. Let's take a look at the fixed price tier as the first step. We have the option to activate either a fixed price tier or a free quantity input. In the first step, we basically generate a drop-down menu where the buyer can select the order quantity. The sorting 100 is our first entry. The label, that's what the buyer selects in the front end, so to speak. So in the drop-down menu, it will say 100 pieces. A value in cents, that's what it costs. And again, the quantity as a pure number so the system can later use it for evaluations or for free quantity input. Yes, we can also store an internal value, which could be a purchase price. And the weight in kilos, I'll just do that here. I'll just enter 1 kilo here. Later, this is important for calculating shipping costs. If you want to calculate shipping costs by weight, the system needs to know what this weighs. 500 pieces, in my case 5 kilos. The moment I add prices here, we can switch back to the front end and refresh the page. Now we see that at this moment, the merchandise can be ordered. So the drop-down menu for quantity appears here. I can select 100 or 500 pieces for the corresponding price and add them to the cart. Now let's take another look at the other option, free quantity input. So back to the backend. Under price tier order options in the article, there is the possibility to change the display of the price tier selection down here. What was just set was fixed tier sizes, so we can switch the whole thing to free quantity input and save it. At that moment, in the front end, I'll show this briefly, we now have the option here, so the customer now has the option to enter a quantity themselves here and add it to the cart. The price calculation, the price tier has remained in place. It still matters, it's just interpreted differently now. So basically, previously it was like this. Yes, 100 pieces cost 12 euros 34. 500 pieces cost 23 euros 45. With free quantity input, it's now a bit different. This price tier now means that up to 100 pieces, each piece costs 12 euros 34. And from 101 to 500 pieces, each piece costs 23 euros 45. So we can check that now. Let's just add 100 pieces to the shopping cart, and then we'll see we should have to pay 1,234 euros here. Then there's also the free quantity input option here. So by default, when I switch to the free price tier, free quantity input, it says VE there. But I can change the unit here in the backend. We're back in the backend in the product now. Under quantity unit freely editable, if I set this to yes, I have the option to enter a unit myself here, for example, piece. Let's refresh the front end again, and then it will say piece there. At this point, I'd also like to show the size of the packaging units. We have a packaging units function. The moment I enter a number here and save it, and then call up the product group again, you can already see that basically it's like a minimum order quantity that I have to order. But the system is also set up so that if the buyer enters, say, 123 here, the system will always round up to the next full packaging unit, so to speak. Round up. So I can now only order in increments of 100.